of the apartment?
Yeah.
Did you lock it? You was the one that let me in the door.
Nothing like that.
Hmm.
So you renamed it, right?
Yeah. Know thy enemy. All right. Let's see. You work.
So, so weird with the thing, but there's nowhere else to put it.
Well, I mean, there ain't no cars to rental.
Yeah.
Okay. Know thy enemy. So we had did a video before about how we had went to a state and we met some people and they were really nice, but they wasn't black or whatever you want to call us. They was light skinned, right? So I had really got all I really like these people type way. And when they got from us what their spirit needed, they was done with us like that. And I said to myself before, I used to say, how do how can we be so weak that we're constantly falling for their bullshit? And because I asked myself that, my ancestors that, they showed me. And they've been giving me lessons since then on how it can continuously happen and you not know. It's really dark on this video. Yeah, that's better. Um, so they said that those two was our lesson, right? Um,
You were going on to say that today you
yeah,
had
so
that lesson
I had that lesson.
recur.
So I thought that I had learned my lesson by having that lesson shown to me, and I was wrong. And so what they do is whenever you are sitting in judgment and you're being arrogant in your judgment, you will be put to the test. Now, my arrogance left me butthurt with the people I'm telling y'all about. And I said, I'll never let them play me again. Now, today we went to a graduation. It was two cars in front of us. Um, the two cars in front of us was with white people. There was a white or some kind of European type of human was helping these people that was in the cars in front of us, directing people on where to go. We pull up to her because she's only 2 feet away from us. We pull up to her and she walks away from the car
Before we got a chance
before
to
we
go,
even got that
she
other
looked.
foot.
She looked in
She
the
looked at
car
in the car, looked
to
at us,
see
and
who
she
it
walked
was.
away. And she knew damn well that we all needed the information on where we're supposed to park for the graduation
Because we're all here for the
because we're
same
all here for the
graduation.
same fucking thing.
So
So,
what was different?
so Gus got mad and he said, "Ma'am." So he called her back over to the car. And she comes over and she tells us where to go. And um, she's like, "But you need to go left at the stop sign and then drive 3 lights
Three
away.
lights.
Three
3 lights.
three lights. Mind you, y'all know I'm having a flare right now. So I'm in like excruciate. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Connecting it to the.
Look what you've just done. You've connected it to what? The Bluetooth?
Yes, you can hear.
So I can hear what? No one's talking to me. I'm the one that's talking.
So she
I
did
just
that.
told you when you do the Bluetooth on that, there's a frequency sound. When you rewatch the video, there's a bad sound in there. I don't want the Bluetooth on.
That comes from. No, go ahead. Okay.
Why do you care?
Uh, so you're saying today, um, The lady, right?
So today she told us to go 3 lights down from the university.
Mm.
Um, I wouldn't have been able to make the graduation because that was like what, an hour walk.
For
If we
you.
had did if we had did 3 lights, because we already in a place where lights is down the hill, then up the hill, right?
Hmm.
So anyway, we came down to the stop sign, and right across the street was a parking garage that we could have parked in. We didn't know. So while we was coming down, the black girl that was coming up, she said, "Park right there is only $6." Now you go. This is your lesson.
Well, I think it was you were just saying basically that
Uh-uh.
you have to know your. Oh, well, no, that's still you. What happened after that? Like what
The lady said something to you, right? And
the
you was
lady
you're
said? The
you're
lady told us where to park, right? She told us where to park. We go, we park there. It's cheap. It's less than 1 block away, right? Where the lady who looks like us told us to go.
so Gus
We're walking
recognizes.
back.
Hold on, Gus
We're
recognizes that it was the black person that made our life easier because she saw he was like her. The light skinned one wanted to make our life hard. I don't think she knew what she was doing. Like I don't think they realize that it's net second nature to them to put us in the back to make sure we not winning.
So the conversation started between me and Grounded because as we're walking now back, the person who noticed that we were back so fast was the same person who had told us, "You need to go 3 lights down. You need to go there and walk back.
She was like, "You
That's where you
guys."
got to go."
She's,
She noticed that we was back in 15 minutes or 10 minutes, and she said,
"Hey guys,
"Hey,
where did you
hey,
find
where'd you
parking?"
find parking at?"
And
And
my
my
dumb
grounded,
ass.
my native,
You can say whatever you want to call me in this moment because you would be right.
she said, "Oh,
I was
let me
talking.
tell you, let me tell you."
Did you do the chicken George dance, bitch?
I was so fucking mad.
Yo, he called me because
I
I was about to
almost,
tell her where the fuck we parked and
she about
shit,
to give
right?
away the jewels.
Like it wasn't even no cars where we parked, so ain't nobody know about it but the black girl that told us. So yeah,
So
man,
I said to
them
her,
bitches got me again. I fell for it again, and it was so quick, just like that. I just saw her truth.
she just showed it to
She
you.
just showed me her truth. I
And
don't
this
care
is,
about you. I don't care about your family members. I don't care about if you need to be somewhere. I don't care about your money or your time. I don't care about you. Not only did I say that to your face,
I'm going to
I
show you.
walked away from you when you came up to me, and I was about to help her survive. Pay attention to what I'm saying.
So what this started a conversation between me and her that basically went a little something like this. Um, why was you about to help the person who had every intention
To hurt
on
me.
hurting you?
Yeah.
Why were you trying to help them? And she basically recognized that, oh, that's my nature. I'm just being who I am. And I said to her,
And
remember
that's how
that.
they got us.
Remember that. You
Because
are
we
not doing
can't
anything weird. You're just being
be in
yourself.
yourself.
But
Yeah.
now here's the flip of the script though. You need to understand that that's why we titled this video Know Thy Enemy, because it should be entitled Know Thyself, yet
So that you can know
know
thy
your
enemy.
enemy. Because you need to know who you are
Mm.
in every way, shape, and form, so that way somebody can't tell you who you are in any way, shape, or form. But that's important also because it is you do have natural enemies. Okay, it's not a bad thing. You
So
have a
a gazette.
natural opposite
What's the
to
what's the thing that laugh? Is that a gazette?
hyena.
Hyena. That's the natural
The hyena
prey to the lion, right?
is a natural enemy of the lion.
So
Yeah,
okay, they are natural enemies. One kills and one eats that kill, right? The lion.
yeah, the
That's
hy-
his food.
yeah. The hyena will eat the
So
dead.
that's how they came to the earth. natural enemies. They're natural enemies. So,
One of the things that you will see is that with natural enemies is that they tend to be vying for the same sources.
mhm,
Okay. And I'm gonna leave it at that. They vie for the same source. This is why earlier in another video I was saying be careful with chasing after sources of power rather than the source of power in of itself. Because if you are chasing sources of power, then that means that once you get your hand on whatever said source of power, you will think that you have made it. You're done. And yet you're still getting fucked over. Well, how is that? When you attach yourself to a source of power, you've pledged, you joined, you got the damn tattoo and everything, the degree and everything. You done everything. Why is it you still catching so much hell then? Because you connect yourself to a source of power, not the source of power.
mhm.
But we saying that to say that you would know, you would know not to do that if you knew yourself. If you knew that you, as being your regular natural self, you are connected to the source of all power and therefore can call any one of the many tiny little powers to do your bidding. If you knew that, then you might not have pledged.
Mhm,
Instead, maybe you would have built.
mhm. That part. So I actually kind of got sad when he pointed this out to me because I said the only way for us to not be back in this situation is for us to kill that inside us, which is creation and love.
And I
And
said,
then we would just become them. And
right.
that's why we won't do it. But there has to be a better way. Because if grounded catches herself slipping, if I catch myself slipping, then I understand why they've done this to the entire world.
And a lot of people will say, oh, I just have to emulate. And I caution against that because it's like it's like being the nerd in the classroom. If you got the answers, right? And you know you got the answers. But let's say the bullies is telling you that you can't say nothing, right? They don't want to hear from you. So you shut up because you don't want to get beat up. So you quiet in the back of the classroom. You don't want to say none of the answers. But what if the teacher make a stipulation that can't nobody go out for recess until we get the answer? You know what the whole classroom do? Turn around to the nerd, whoever he or she may be, and be like, yo, you know the answer? So life is the teacher. It don't pay for you to listen to the bully in the classroom. You have to be what you are because that's how you help everybody, including the bully. You have to know who you are, know yourself. You have to
But
because
how does
once you
that
do,
help us though? How does that help us from not
because I
falling victim to the same
right, okay.
criminals?
So going, okay, yes, this is why I say caution against emulation because if I know myself, if I know who I am, right, I know that my inclination is to help you, right? I know that. I
Yes.
know when I pulled up, I saw not me. It don't matter what the complexion is. Please don't get caught up in that stupidness. Oh yeah, cut off now.
Look at them.
The video stop.
Blood clot. You see, when we talk about some real shit, it does this. What the French toast? Hey, okay, it's back. Wow. So
Please don't get caught up in complexions or these made up definitions that are talking about complexions. Stop. Don't get caught up in that. What I pulled up to that light, I saw not me because I saw a person who was in front of me, regardless of their complexion, be helped. And then I saw another person be helped. And I saw the person who was helping these people look at me,
and said, fend for yourself.
look at the person sitting
Mhm.
next to me, and walk away. I don't care what they look like. I know that's not me because I know my first inclination is to help. So when I saw that, I know that is an enemy automatically. I don't care what you look like. That's an enemy because you are the opposite of me.
Yeah.
And then when I pulled up to the enemy, who I determined in my mind is the enemy, I said, "Yo, isn't your job to do what I'm asking you to do right here?" And then the enemy said, "Yeah, yeah, you right, you right. Let me come over here and halfway do. Listen, let me tell you what you need to do. I'm gonna tell you the hardest possible way of doing this too.
Mm. And they keep doing that to us
So
over and over.
me knowing that that's my enemy, right? No matter what they look like, me knowing that's my opposite, I said, okay, cool. Just like when you pull up to the door where the two people telling a lie, right? They both telling a lie, so you ask them what? A truthful question. Because the lie can't lie, it can't not lie. One gonna tell the truth and one is gonna tell the lie because it can't not lie. That's the gag. They have to do what they're here to do. So you all you need to do is know you. Once you know where your border, your end, your edges are, you know yourself, then you know everything outside of that is possible for that to be against me.
Hmm.
I don't care if it wears a smile. I don't care if it looks just like you.
So we need to come up with some solutions. Now, I can't give you a solution because obviously I fucking ain't learned it yet.
I love it.
But we have to come up with a solution because
Watch what they
we are naturally
watch what they do.
love. We are love. We are creation and love. That's all we are. We just love. And it's not our first intent to do harm or to do horrible things to a human being or animal. It's not in us. And I don't think that we have to kill the love inside of us. I think we should expand it. We should push it out. But with the love that we push out, we should make sure that it has certain weaponry, like armor around it. Like, I mean, like a baby is not gonna, like a person is not gonna play football without a helmet. Is what I'm saying. So if you're gonna play in the field of life with different color pieces to the puzzle, um, we just got to figure out a way to cut off the part of us that would naturally.
Not cut it off, but be aware of it, so that way when it wants to do what it does, you are training it.
Yeah, like
You're
do
training
the
it.
opposite or something. Like,
All you're doing is training it. If you know that it's my inclination to give a helping hand, don't stop giving a helping hand, but change who you giving that helping hand to. Don't just give it to everybody. It's your responsibility to use your gift wisely. The same way, oh man, I keep thinking about my elder boy because he used to always say this that people think we call it. They used to say this back in the day in the church, the devil don't sleep. That man is on his job. He is doing what he is designed or created to do. The problem is this: you not doing your job, not to the level
right.
of as him. So he used to. My elder used to say this, and people would always get it fucked up. But he used to say, "Get be like Satan," and he would drop that in the conversation, but he wouldn't explain it, just to fuck with your head. You know what I mean? And I find myself doing the same thing nowadays. Like, are you kidding me? Be like Satan. They could get on your job. Never miss an
Hmm.
opportunity. And
They never. Your enemy never misses an opportunity
that's
to
the
attack
thing.
you.
Your enemy is
Hmm.
go three
That's
blocks.
really good.
Go 3 blocks
Hmm.
down. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna tell you where to go. But check this out. I'm gonna tell you to go an hour away and then walk back. Because I'm on my motherfucking job.
We're not.
We not.
And you know what? I was I'm always so hard on us because I'm just pissed that this is taking so long. But we haven't been on our job and it's not our fault. I mean, it's so
No,
much
it's
shit.
definitely
No, actually, it's not. If you are being attacked where you sleep, where you eat, where you fuck, where you raise your kids, where you go to church, where you go to school, where you go to the hospital, where you go to the supermarket. If you are being attacked at every turn,
hmm,
how can you still be sharp over here and at the ready and steady?
I mean,
That's why they call it Psychological warfare. Psychological warfare is what all of the Aboriginals and this whole world has gone through. It's really bad in Australia,
Mhm.
the way they treat the Aboriginals there. It's bad. I think it's worse in Australia than it is in America.
Well, if you look up the term Aboriginal, when they first defined the term, they were talking about people who were less than human. They're like proto-human.
It's okay. But
That's
if
that's what they think
somebody
it
if
is.
somebody is less than you, why do you fight so hard to tell them every day that they are? You wouldn't have to do it. They would just know.
Hmm.
You're trying to convince somebody of something. And when it didn't work with your mouth and your wit, when that shit didn't work, you said, let me find out something else to do to manipulate them. Let's take that man out that house, right?
But I want to
Let's make
stop
some
blaming
let's
everybody else. I want
but let
us
me
to
finish
start
my
doing
thing, please. Please let me finish what I'm saying before I forget.
that.
Now I forgot. I really don't like when you do that because
Let's
I'm
take the
going
man out of the house.
somewhere.
You had to find
You
another
take
way.
the man out the house, then you process the soybean improperly and feed it to all the men. If they're not in jail, they're gonna leave the house and they're gonna be gay and all this shit. So I'm not gonna keep on saying we gotta be accountable for ourselves and all that. Don't act like there's not something that's actually happening to us on the daily basis. It is still happening to us on a daily basis. They cannot handle what we can handle. So okay, the fact that we are still functioning in spite of all of the trauma and able to successfully raise our kids and still maintain is proven that we are trying. Okay. But you don't get to absolve the enemy who's doing the psychological warfare and the biological warfare and the actual fucking warfare. And they walk away with that, oh, it's okay, they let us do it.
No, I'm not absolving them. I'm saying what what arms you is a combination of two things. One, knowing who you are and just how powerful you are. That means that if somebody tries to tell you that you're something else, if you know for sure that that's not my name, then I can't call you a different name no matter what. That's the first step. Second step is then also understanding who you are up against, understanding that there's no limit, I don't have no care for you. I don't care that you got to walk three lights. I don't care. You need to
Mhm.
know that because otherwise you'll do something like, oh, let me get you into the inner circle. Let me show you how to do this.
And we do have to hold ourselves accountable for continuously letting somebody take advantage of us. We do. We have to start doing something differently. Um, it's the whole picture,
Yeah,
the whole
it's
puzzle,
cool.
the whole picture. But it's just hard. It's hard for me to see me constantly falling victim to it. As smart as I am, as woke as I am now that I think I'm so woke, but it keeps happening. And that is the answer to the question, how the fuck can we let this happen? That's how. Because you have a heart chakra. And because you have a heart chakra, you like to invite the empties and the deplorables into your household, into your families. Me and Gus have been so fucking happy because we live in a place where the pool is 4 feet from our apartment and it's segregated. And it's segregated by the people. When I get in that motherfucking pool, they don't get in that pool. They sit on the side and wait for me to get out, and then they get in. And I'm not offended by that at all. Cause I ain't getting in that motherfucking pool with y'all in it. I'm gonna wait for you to get out. I'm gonna have my husband run that cleanser, that chlorine, making sure it's palatable for me to get in there, and then I'm gonna get in it. And we was talking about how
You can have a pool with a damn pool down there.
he said texture. He better get that shit together. This fucking maintenance man is pissing me off, yo. He is just slipping on the damn pool. We got this place because of the fucking pool in the gym and the spa. Damn, I went on a rant about the pool. What was I talking about?
Oh, the chlorinator is breaking up the pieces, and the pieces are getting stuck in the line, so the line is not
Mm.
working, and then that stops everything else.
So nobody's been in the pool since we've been gone.
I don't know if they've been in there, but if they've been
He
in there,
better not have nobody in that pool with the chlorine not circulating properly.
I ain't get. I'll wait for that shit.
We might as well just go ahead back to Oh, y'all know me and my husband is bougie as fuck. We was homeless bougie. What about that time when we had company and we was homeless and she took us to the ghetto part of the city? I didn't even know we
Home Depot.
had a ghetto part of the city.
Listen,
And she had us in some
she said,
ghetto world.
I don't care that y'all in your car. We can meet somewhere.
Yeah, she was like, let's go to a spot. Let's go hang out. And we did. We spent this whole day together. We went to the spot. Yeah, we did some great deep Native American cleansing.
We had to upgrade our spot.
So she took us to a spot that was on her job's map for people who are tractors who deliver all over the country. These are the places they can go to stop. So she went to what was on her map. And we followed it there because we was, trying to spend time with our friend. And
but we said, as people who are out here,
we were literally watching a supernatural freak show.
And since we in these streets, for real,
supernatural freak show, it was just demons and demon babies. It was all kinds of fuck shit going on. I said, follow us.
This ain't where you want to be.
Follow us.
That's why you see people on the news and shit, because they can't see none of this shit running around here.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. No, you don't want to be here.
Yeah. So we said we're gonna drive 20 minutes to the left, and we're gonna show you where that high end shit is. So in our homeless high end state, we all in our motherfucking vehicle, and she in her vehicle. Well, hers is a work truck because she just drives and make deliveries across the country though.
But she was
she was like,
this is
oh, this is nice. Well, what made y'all think to come over here? I was like, oh, me and Gus bougie. We're going to be fucking bougie, homeless, old, and dead. Dead in the ground. We still going to be bougie. That ground, that soil had better be fresh. And we don't be playing about that. But she was so peaceful and comfortable. So, yeah, we really about that bougie shit. Why was we talking about bougie? I don't know. But anyway, we was talking about how to try to protect yourself from the empties when they're playing you and shit. And I don't know if you can. Like I said, I haven't mastered that. Once I've mastered it, I will come back and teach that. But like I said, I always tell y'all the stuff that I'm working on currently. And I'm working on trying to figure out how to put a helmet on my heart. I need to put a helmet on my heart. Because not everybody should have access to my heart anyway. I give my soul and my heart and my love to my husband, not the nigga down the street. He can't have no part of this. He can't even sample the goods. So you can love, you can put your heart chakra out there, but to the right people, right? I said that right. To the right people, the people that will appreciate that and honor it and then pay it forward. Okay. I think that was it. We had to do that one because I kept playing myself. Like I was like, oh, how am I falling for this shit again? This bitch just told me I was trash. Right now, she just told me I'm trash. How can I help her? What is wrong with me?
He was like, yo, you were so happy with it though. Like I was mad that you were so happy.
My husband, it was like he was a pit bull biting. Don't tell that bitch. Don't tell that bitch. I was like,
she probably heard me too.
I was like, oh God.
She probably heard me too, because I was like, we walking. We ain't in the car. We walking past.
And he did like this, like, don't tell that bitch. Don't tell that bitch. I was like, oh shit, was I about to tell that bitch? Oh my God. I
Yo,
really was about to tell that bitch.
we just went right up this. Yo, you were
I was
too.
like, we just go walk right across the street, park right there. Yo,
You was really, really fucking happy, and she really, really didn't give a fuck.
she really didn't care about me at
Not
all.
at all. But
Lesson learned,
but
nigga.
I will take what you have. If you have something that's of value, I'll take that from you.
They try to end our life, but they want us to save theirs.
Hmm.
Think about that. All right, we're gonna get off of here and we'll come back tomorrow and do another video. Oh, actually, me and Gus is going to be doing.
Don't
Come on,
even
come on, come on,
preview
come
it
on,
like
come on.
that.
All right,
Don't even
what?
preview because you know they'll just
Oh.
just do it first. Do it, let your actions speak.
I have to let my actions speak. So I can't tell you what we're doing tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. All right, I'll come back and I don't know what to say. Bye. How about that?